Hey, what- sorry. Hey guys, welcome each and every one of y'all. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm reading some stuff here. Uh, yeah, we got a great show coming up for y'all. We've got Moneda on tonight. So sorry, it's a little, kind of crazy. It was a long weekend. The Hana Music Awards, everything was going on, and a lot of other stuff that was going on as well. Let me go ahead and run that promo so that we can get Moneda on. Cool. All right, goes like this. Check it out. Mira nomás, it's the hit maker himself. Tweet, what's up, brother?
What's up, Lawrence? How are you, man?
I'm alive and well. I'm just here.
Bro, I'm so sorry, man. I thought Angelica was gonna do this interview today, and I'm actually working in Houston this week, and we're under a tornado warning right now.
Oh
So the
no, I'm
services,
sorry. I am
yeah,
sorry.
man.
We also have okay, for those of y'all, we have bad weather up here in West Texas. I know where you're at. You're having some bad weather. So in case we get cut off, that's what's going to happen. So don't.
Yeah,
And we've been kind of playing it off by ear, and it's no big deal, brother. As
yeah,
long as
no,
you're here,
no,
that's okay, man.
yeah, it's all
You're
good,
fine.
man. I'm sorry, I'm in my motel room right now, so I was all like, I
I'm
saw your
sleeping, woman.
messages like about. I saw your message like 10 minutes ago. I was like, "Oh man, hold on." I was like, so I was trying to get a hold of Angelica. She's like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "She's like, just get on." I was like, "All right, let me get on real quick. Let me get on and do this interview." How are you, man? How's everything going?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good. I'm a little tired. Had a long weekend. I mean, we had
Oh yeah,
I was at the TTMA since Thursday because they had that media mixer on Thursday, and then the TTMA's on Thursday, Friday, and
yeah.
then I did the super show in Odessa on Saturday. So that's a long
Oh,
seven
okay.
hour drive back there, and then
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man.
I was on my way to San Antonio to do the Toys for Tejanitos. And as I was
Mm-hmm.
putting in gas in where was I? I was in between San Antonio and my hometown, and I tripped on one of those parking deals, and I sprained my knee.
Oh man,
And so
yeah.
I was debating. I was like, should I keep going or should I just go home?
Yeah, for real, right? You're like
Because
home
I was
sounds
like,
better right now,
well, if I were to go, how am I going? What if it was really bad? You know,
huh? Yeah,
I
yeah, I
didn't.
hear you.
So I was like, I'm too old to be messing around. I was just like, how are you doing, Tweet? By the way, how are you
I,
doing, brother?
I'm good, man. Like I said, they sent me up here this week to work up here for the company and stuff. So I'm here till Wednesday, and then I'll be heading back for for the
Oh, he got
like,
frozen.
yeah, we didn't the awards either, man. We had a private event scheduled already, so we had to fulfill that contract and stuff like that. But
Mm,
congrats to all the winners, man. I think it's amazing to see a lot of the younger artists and a lot of the newer artists that are winning a lot of these categories, which I think is great, man. It's kind of being very versatile now, so it's really nice. It looked
yeah,
like
and
everybody had a great time as well. So
it was a different venue. I did like it. Happy Thanksgiving, David Casals. He says Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. No, it was a different venue. I'll give it that much. I did
hmm
like that part.
yeah.
I don't agree with the whole you can't be under 21 thing. I don't see that.
Oh, it was like that, huh?
Yeah, because
Because it was
there's a lot of artists that aren't 21 yet, you know,
right, right, right.
if we're striving, if our mission is to increase the visibility of Tejano music, then why are we excluding the young? Because you
That's what
know,
we're trying to capture, right? That's what we're trying to get
yeah,
involved.
that's it, you know, and
Yeah.
it's a shame, you know, and that's kind of what I didn't understand, you know, and I love the music that was there. Don't get me wrong,
hmm
it was great. You know, David Olivares performed. I was like, what?
Nice. Yeah,
What's
nice.
going on there? You know, but also I think there needs to be more. And I'm always an advocate for new music, like you
Right.
guys.
No, you
You
definitely
guys,
are. Yeah.
you guys are always innovating. You're always doing something new. Your current song, que haces, that one is very innovative. It's forward thinking, and it's a different key for a woman. That's the key
Right.
thing. It's not a key that women are normally singing in, which gives you a different flavor, which is wonderful. Because
A different sound.
Angelica can,
Yeah.
yeah, Angelica can sing anything. She's got a wonderful voice. She's
Oh,
gifted and talented
definitely. Yeah,
beautifully.
and her range is great. And honestly, she likes to be in a higher range than a lower range, And so
Mhm.
we can kind of play around with a lot of different keys, you know what I mean, to kind of
Yeah,
change up the song and where we're going with it and stuff like that. But real quick, back to the venue thing. I didn't know that it was only 21 and over. So
yeah.
yeah, that's kind of yeah. I mean, I'm
It,
sure a lot
it's
of
it, it's a very defeating feeling that you get when you're not able to, you know,
so
you what's the
so
purpose is what I say is like it's kind of defeating because we want our younger artists to participate in it and we want
right.
them to be part of it, and
Yeah,
we
for
also want to,
sure.
okay, all of my friends that were when I started doing this, all of my friends were my age.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I got you.
if you got young kids that are bringing their friends, they're going to be their age. That's kind of what we
Yes,
want. So it's kind of
yes,
defeating the
yes.
purpose. That's the way I see it. I'm not
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's a
I agree.
constructive criticism in my part. I'm saying, everybody has something good and something bad. I love the place. Don't worry. That's not what I'm saying. It was, it was a well thought out. I love the video screen. It was very good. The production was excellent. It's
Nice.
just that I didn't like the fact that there was not younger people that were allowed, because that 20 and under, there's a lot of people that fit
Right.
in that category,
There really
and
is,
they
and
should be
and
allowed to be there.
yeah, and there's a lot of young artists now that are that are under 21. You know what I mean? That are coming
Yeah.
up and they're trying to make their mark in the industry. So it's kind of yeah. I mean, so what happens with if somebody was nominated that wasn't old enough to get in, they just couldn't go in, or
I don't know. That's what I'm
was that
saying. I
was that
mean,
was that even an issue out there that
why,
you
why,
know
why
of?
don't you just put X's on their hands? That's what other clubs do.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
that's easy. I don't know. I have no idea what the deal was. I don't know.
Yeah. Huh.
So for me, I think it doesn't make sense. Um, but I still support the whole movement in itself. I'm not going to
Definitely.
denigrate it in any way. I
No,
still
no, for
support
sure.
I still support all the artists more than anything else. For me, it's the support of the artist. I'd rather support the artist than anything else. So the artists are going to have I'm gonna back up the artist. They're going to have
Yeah,
I'm going
no,
to have their back.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah. So
definitely. Yeah, we definitely appreciate it, Lawrence. Like I said, man, you're always an advocate for us newer like I mean, I've been in the industry for many years, but as far as like with Moneda, it's a newer band, we're only like 3 years in the game. So, it's we thank you for supporting us and giving us a chance on your show and everything that you help us out with all your support. It's we really do appreciate it, man. Definitely.
well, y'all guys have also been very forward thinking in how you create your music, which is excellent to me. I think it's wonderful to hear the way y'all are doing the music, the way you
Yeah.
create, because like I said, it's different keys. The structure, I love a lot of your pre-chorus that you do. You do a lot of pre-chorus. It's really wonderful. It's a great
Right.
setup. Your accordion is always on point, obviously,
Thank you.
because
Thank you.
it's you.
Thank
But
you so much. I
it's a
appreciate that.
it's a great thing. There's a lot of great things that go along with it, but
Yeah, there really is.
that's growth that I see, though. It's
Yeah.
willingness to try something new. And I don't know if you remember, but the last time we talked, I'm always saying this. When you're born, you're a baby. You're 6 pounds 9 ounces, 19 inches long. It
Right.
would suck to be that size and 90 years old. You wanna you
Yeah, you
you
have to
need to
grow, man, for
you
sure.
have to grow. You have to
Yeah,
change. And
definitely.
so let's change. You
Yeah,
know.
I mean, and I think part of it is like we put a lot of thought in making the songs cohesive on the album, trying to make sure that they're kind of we don't go too far out of what we're doing as far as on the certain EPs that we're doing now, right? But we do play a lot with different sounds and stuff now. That's what we're really getting into. And like on this with the Casas Moneda, right? We did the Adios song, which is a Spanish rock, which was way out of the ordinary from everything else that we had on there. So sometimes we try to throw something different like that, like maybe on like right now we already have I think. And so I don't know. This one we might throw a mariachi. We might do. I don't know yet what we're gonna do as far as that, or it could be a surprise. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be one song out of those that is gonna be a little bit different than the norm.
Well,
So
an, another thing too, you have Angelica who has the talent to do it,
right,
and your backup singer is
yes,
also tremendous. You know, I saw her at fanfare, and I was like, ah, you're the backup singer, but I didn't know her name.
you're talking
Somebody
about
told me her
Michelle,
name,
right? Michelle.
Michelle. Yes, there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, ah, and I didn't want to say, hey you. That's kind of creepy. Some dude going, "Hey you," and it's
Hey,
just
you
like,
backup singer. No, I'm just joking.
no, no. She's
uh,
wonderful. I
yeah,
mean,
she's wonderful. It's a great thing because like she's Angelica's sister, and so they've been singing together for a long time, man. So their voices match up really well, and on stage, they work. Off stage, they work on their stuff together. So they try to get really tight with what they're doing vocal wise, and so it works. You know what I mean? And she's a hard worker with the stuff too. So it works to with them, and to have that on stage is really good because it just adds more to the show and to the sound of Moneda.
oh yeah,
So
and
it's
you know
good.
what? Your last single that you had, "Te Quiero Baby," that one,
Oh,
man,
get it, yeah.
that one's still hitting right now. It's like, why another one? No, let this one cook, man. This one's it's just it's
Yeah,
a
no,
great song.
it,
It's innovative. It's different. You know, it's not your regular cumbia, and it's got such a great beat, and it's
right.
so it's
It's
full in a good way. It's full in a good way. There's a lot of everything there that you really like to hear. That's what I like about it.
no, it definitely. I think that was probably my favorite song on the whole EP. When we did that, after I did my accordion parts and stuff. Well, when I had first heard, like when we did the pre-production stuff on it, and I was like, "Oh man, this is cool." The guitar came in, and I was like, "Wow, that's really nice." Of it, and then after I did my accordion parts, I was like, "All right." I was like, "You know what? This song is probably my favorite now." And that was even before Angelica did her vocals and stuff. But I already knew she was gonna knock the vocals out, so I wasn't, I was like, yeah,
Mhm.
this song already has a groove. It's already, it sounds good. And yeah, I think for me that's probably my favorite song on the EP, man, right now. So I was like, yeah, it's a really great song.
It's very tight, and I was just like, man, this is the one. This reminds me of like Karma was a really great song, you know, and it's kind of,
Right.
you know, it's a totally different flavor. But I mean,
Yeah.
once again, it's guys like you guys that are putting different flavors and not pushing the envelope to where it's just like unrecognizable, but just
Right.
making it fresh and making it new, and adding just different riffs and trying to move it forward for
Hmm.
you and creating a moneda sound, because I'm starting to hear, like, I know when you play the accordion because I can hear your riffs. You like, there's a little trill that you like to do, like on a
Yeah.
kind of, I want to say like it's in a D and an A, you know, you know, you're there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the way you play it, and then also
Thank you.
your bajo player, the way he plays it too. There's a little,
Right.
but that moneda sound is what you want, because you
Yeah.
want to be recognized as moneda. You know what I'm
So
saying? And
and I think that's the thing. I think the hardest part is find where we don't sound like everybody else. We're all trying to do right, so we
right,
don't sound like each other, right? But it's still Tejano, and it's still part of the genre, but our own style to it. And I think we're getting there, man. As we keep on progressing and putting out more music and getting in the studio. I think we're starting to come up with a pattern of what we like to do and how we like to sound. And I think it's coming along really well, man. And shout out to Mike Rodriguez. That's that's producing the album with us, and him, and we have little Eddie Perez también that's still helping us out, and those guys, they're amazing to work with. Mikey, he's got a long, he's been around the industry
Hmm.
since the '90s. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, and he's real fresh with ideas, man. And it's just fun working with him because he really has a great ear, and he's really innovative of what he likes to do, and so we get along really well with a lot of the stuff that he's doing, and I like a lot of the stuff that he's coming up with too. So. But I think, like I said, man, I think we're getting there now. We're finally starting to get a sound that's us, that's like, oh, okay, well, that's Moneda right there. Like
Yeah,
it's coming
it's
out. It's
yeah,
starting to come out.
it's recognizable. I know when you first started out, it was very y'all were very regimented. You
Hmm.
didn't want to push too far out. It was
Right.
regimented. It was good music. Don't get me wrong. It was very
Yeah.
radio friendly, very good music and everything else. But now what you're putting out, you can see the growth. You can
The
see the
growth of
growth
it.
and
Yeah.
the tightness of the group, because it falls in right. It's like, okay,
Right.
he's gonna hit that, and then you're gonna hit that little, and it just falls. It just falls where it needs to be, and it's full and it's clean. That's the
No,
thing. It's
definitely.
clean. So
Yeah,
kudos
it's
to
it's
y'all,
it's
man.
getting better. It's getting better for sure. We're getting tighter with what we're doing, and that's part of it, Lawrence. It's just getting in there and experimenting. And the more you do it, as you know what not to do on the next one that you didn't like. Like, for say, if I didn't like something that we did on the last one, I'm like, okay, we're not gonna do something like that on this new one. So it's just
Hmm.
you're just figuring out things that you like and things you don't like, and then you just kind of you make it work. You know what I mean? And then you just that's it, man. You just keep on trying to create, and I think a lot of it is song choice, though, having the
Oh yeah,
right
yeah.
because I'm really big on lyrics. Like, I'm very, very big on lyrics because I the song, it tells a story. You know what I mean? It tells a story, and I think, in my opinion, the song is what people, the lyrics is what people are really like. That's really what draws them into their feelings, into their, if you're singing about something that somebody's going through, they can relate to that. You know what I mean? So, don't get me wrong, the music's just as important. But for me, it's always been about having a good song that's written well, You know what I mean? And I think that's very
Oh
important.
yeah, the story always. I mean, the message in the song always has to be a good one, and
Yeah.
I think with you guys, I think the deal is the song choices have always been solid, and the delivery's always been great. And you know what? I said this the other day. As a matter of fact, when we were talking, I was talking to some people at the Tejano Music Awards. I was like, one of the funniest things I see on The Voice. I've seen The Voice every now and then. I don't watch a lot of TV, but
Uh-huh.
I've watched The Voice in and out, and what I've seen is that everyone that's on there has talent, but they have
Hmm.
bad music choices. They pick
Yeah.
songs, they pick songs because they like them, not because it shows their musical ability. It's not that
Right.
they can't sing, it's just that they like songs that, yeah, okay, bro, anybody can sing that song. Sing something that shows off who you are. And for
Yeah.
y'all guys, y'all put out music that it's just solid. It's first, they're danceable. Second,
Hmm.
they're easy to listen to.
Yeah.
Sometimes songs can be so hard to listen to, and you're like, where am I at? It's
Yeah.
because you you can overdo music
Oh yeah,
sometimes, and
you
you're
can
like, it's like,
overproduce. Yeah.
it's everything's hyper compressed, and it's everywhere, and it's
Hmm.
so full. That's why I tell people it has to be recorded to industry standards, because if it's so loud and so pulled to the edges, if I put it on my system and it goes out, when you hear it on a phone, it's going to sound like crap,
Right. Yeah.
and
No, definitely.
it doesn't help. It hurts me, but it sure as hell doesn't help you, because
Yeah.
it sounds like crap.
I
Let me
mean, the
get to the
mixing. Yeah. Definitely, the
it,
mixing has to be there, man. Always.
mhm. Yeah,
That's as well
yeah.
as
Let
too
me
as I. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, let me get to these comments real quick.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Chris Zavala, he says, love these guys, Angélica Alcocer and Tweet
Hey,
Juarez.
Chris Zavala.
Gavino says, hola amigos. Let's see here. It's Tejano time, says, it's a shout out from DFW. What time is it?
Dallas
It's
Fort
Tejano
Worth.
time. David Vela says, hello, NDO. Oakland is watching. Oh, did Oakland
All
lose
right,
against the
Oakland in the house.
Cowboys? Oh, no. David Vela's a
Yeah.
good friend. Sorry. David Vela's a good friend. He's an actor. He's on a TV show, The Chosen.
Oh,
So
nice.
if you have access to Netflix, please watch the show Chosen.
For
David Vela
sure.
is the centurion that's on there. Support other artists and especially like actors, like our friend David Vela here. And they lost. No, just kidding. I was dancing, bro. And I'm gonna say that here because I'm on the internet, but I would never
uh,
say that to your face, bro. Mostly because you're my friend, but secondly because he's 6'5", bro.
oh,
He's
you're
a
like,
big
yeah.
dude. Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's
I'm
a
not that
giant.
tall. You've seen me. I'm not that big, bro. Tweet, I'm
I
like
hear
this
you,
tall.
brother. No, hey, me standing beside, I mean, I'm like 5'11", 5'10", and he probably makes me look small. So yeah,
I
I
have a
get it.
I have a cousin that's 7'4", bro.
Wow.
S- 7'4". Yeah, he's
Wimby
got
or
a
what? Wimbyama is your cousin? Okay.
no. Well, it's just because like Native Americans are naturally tall. Rather, they're really
Uh,
tall people. He just happens to be like giant chasm. I don't know what it
wow.
is, but he wears a size 22 shoe.
Dang.
I didn't
Does he
I
have
didn't
to
know
get
they.
that made or what?
Yeah, especially I did not
Yeah.
know that they were size 22 shoes available. I
Wow.
had no idea. And so I was just like, what the hell? But anyway, that was
That's
just weird.
crazy.
uh, Tejano Time says, Grupo Moneda has some great music. Me likes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
was
Thank
just
you so
saying
much.
it's
Thank
great
you.
music. Norma Salazar says, hello, Tweet. How are you doing?
Hey, Norma. How are you?
Norma, always helping out, always supporting.
Always.
I have to tell Angelica it's okay. She's like, my hair. Pobre. I don't want her to feel bad. I was like, but no, the
Yeah, so what we were talking about, right, with the mixing part of the
yeah, the
songs,
mixing. Yes, sir.
I wanted to jump into as well as like the actual producing part as well is I feel like is a big deal because it can get overproduced as well. You know what I
Oh
mean? A
yeah.
song can be overproduced and then it's just like, man, there's just a bunch of noise and it's just, so I what we try to do is to try to make sure every song that we do is radio friendly. You know what I mean? So there's a lot
Mhm.
of stuff that I could add on to these songs, but then to me it's like, man, it's not gonna sound right. You know what
That
I mean? It's
that's
just too much. You know what I mean?
that's what I mean by it. It breathes
Yeah.
because sometimes silence is better. Sometimes to have that little respite
Well,
there
and
because it doesn't need to be full of everything.
yeah, and the main part is that I need to let that vocal shine. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
that's where it's at. The music, the instrumentation, and stuff that we're doing. We're just doing our thing, right? But in all reality, it's the voice. That needs to be heard.
Hmm.
So I can't overplay over the voice. You know what I mean? None of us can.
Right.
Like, and
Right.
and I think most musicians know that, especially when and it's a good thing. I mean that's a main thing as well when you play live. You can't just go and I mean you can,
Hmm.
right? Like you could just go off and just play all kinds of notes all night, but you want to compliment the singer. You know what I mean? The singer, you got to let the singer breathe and you got to let the singer shine and just know when
Hmm.
to come in and come out of songs,
Yeah,
and that's
that's
very
yeah.
important.
Well, like I said, I can't remember where I saw you the last time y'all performed, but that's
Hmm.
one of the things that I loved about y'all have your little moments in each song where you shine, and it's not something
Yeah.
that's abrasive. It's just
No.
it's that little
Yeah.
here and
It's a
here
little
and here.
something.
Yeah, and it's an exchange and it's clean, it's not overpowering,
Hmm.
but that's what music is about though, man. I
Yeah.
mean, and I think the falsity that we have in today, it's easy to record today because of the technology, the advances in technology. but we
Mm-hmm.
have to remember, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Right. And
That
that's where experience comes in, though, Lawrence. Experience plays a major key in recording in the studio. And if you're not very, you could be great on stage, but if you don't have experience in the studio actually recording, then it could be really bad. You know what I mean? Really quick. Not saying that you can't do it, but it's just, it's a different discipline. How I should say, like you have to be disciplined a different certain way, right? Like you just can't,
mhm.
you just got to give the song what it needs. Like it's not, what you like, because we always feel certain things when we're playing. Like sometimes I'll just start throwing stuff in there, and I'm like, okay, I gotta back off of this, and I'll tell Mikey, "Hey, I think that's too much," and he's like, yeah, let's back off of that. Let's take that out and just do a simple little run right here. Like, yeah, you're right. Like let's do something simple right here because that's really all it calls for.
Okay, let's quit talking about Angela. She's here.
Uh-oh.
Okay. No, just kidding.
Wait, I'm trying to access. Oh, good,
Yeah, you're
good.
there. You
Did
look
I?
just as beautiful as always, girlfriend. I don't know
Yes.
Thank you.
what you're
Hi,
be.
babe.
You're looking great.
Hello.
She said I needed.
I just added a little eyeliner and a little blush, and this
She
is
said I
my
need to make
life.
sure he's being behaving. No.
Oh, he's always behaving. I never have to worry.
No, I'm just kidding.
I got a good man there.
My face is like so big because we have it all kind of weird. Let me. How can I fix this?
I'm so sorry.
No,
Either
no, no.
way,
You're
I'm so
fine.
glad you're on, babe.
See,
Hi.
we
Well,
were
yeah,
having a great.
I was like, we have an interview with Lawrence. What's going on here?
I
No,
went, I told
I,
Lawrence,
I,
I'm like, Lawrence, you know me. I need reminders, and that sounds so diva-ish, and I'm so sorry. So
no,
no,
no. I was like, it's okay. I was like, I don't.
no,
I,
it's
well,
I,
no, it's she's getting stuff ready for this week. My parents are coming down tomorrow, and so we're trying to get
she's
stuff
yeah.
there. So she's like, I have all this stuff to do before your mom gets here, and I was like, yeah. So it was just it's just a certain amount of things that needed to get done. So it's all
Well,
good
yeah.
though.
no,
We got it. We made it.
yeah, I completely understand. She was like, I gotta clean. I was like, girl, you do you. It's like I'll
Well,
show you the text. I
I'm
was like, that's so. Hey, I
I,
can whatever. No
and
worries,
and
man.
I know how valuable your time is and how valuable everyone's time is whenever
Oh
we
yeah,
sit and
definitely.
do that. So
Oh yeah.
I would never want to cancel. I've never canceled on anything, so
Oh,
I wanted to be sure to be on, and I'm so glad to see my baby's face.
I
you're
Why don't we ever FaceTime, babe? We're always on the phone.
don't
We don't
know. That's funny.
FaceTime.
Oh, it's like we forget, right? That the
it's like
FaceTime
Yeah.
exists.
we have that
Yeah.
capabilities.
I
Yeah, we
know.
have that capability. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm sorry, Lawrence. What were you gonna
No,
say?
no, you're fine. You're fine. It's and let's get that clear. You've never been anything other than just the sweetest thing, and
Oh, thank you. We
we've been
try.
talking about how great the music is and everything else, and so there's no I don't know. It's something interesting that was said to me this past weekend because I got a little frustrated at the Tejano Music Awards because they were like, oh, you got to get the pass and you got to do this, and I was like, I did everything they asked me to do, but they had no passes and they
Oh,
didn't
okay.
tell me anything about tickets, and I
Yeah.
was like, okay, tell me
Oh,
what I got to do, and I'm running out of time. So
right.
finally, I said, forget it. I'm just gonna buy some tickets and just go in. I bought
Wow.
tickets
Yeah. Yeah.
and I just grabbed my bag and I walked in. Nobody asked me for my tickets. Nobody asked
Oh
me for my
no.
passes because everybody there knew me. So they were
Of
like, "Hey,
course.
Neo, what's going on?" So I was
Yeah.
like, "Why are you asking me for all this stuff if everybody's gonna say, 'Hey, bud, how you been?'" I was
Yeah.
like,
Right.
Yeah. Come
so I
on
was like,
in.
"Yeah, that's great.
Don't
Thank you
let
so
them
very
hear.
much."
Don't let them hear you say that. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's okay. I mean, but it is what it is. I don't. I think it's there's some it needs to evolve. There needs
Definitely.
to be some
Yeah.
evolution there
I will say
because
though, I mean, it's like one of those things, and it's hard because like you're part of the industry as well, and it's hard. You don't want to be negative. You don't want to come across negative, and maybe those conversations really need to be done. Maybe they need to be had in the behind the scenes, pick up the phone, let's call Bino, or let's call the
Oh
board.
no, no,
Oh,
no, no. I'm
and maybe not even on my part, but
For
someone.
me, it's not necessarily a direct criticism. I think it's just a constructive criticism.
Sure. Yes.
We need to be vocal about, hey, this needs to be, in my opinion, it needs to grow in order to help each other, in order to help the industry in itself.
Sure.
Because the way I see it, I try to do as much as I can to try to help each and every artist
You
to move
do.
forward.
You do.
I am not in any way, shape, form, or fashion trying to depreciate anything.
Of
I
course.
think all artists need our support, and you guys know that I try to support as much as possible.
You really do, and I really have
Definitely.
seen you be more visible about that here lately. And I will tell you, like, I texted Jenny B and said congratulations. I texted her and told her how proud of her I was about the Thanksgiving thing, and I messaged Monica Saldivar. I didn't post anything publicly, um, because I don't you don't always have to do that, but
You
me
don't,
personally,
yeah,
but I
you don't need to.
you don't need to, but
Mm-mm.
I was thinking about it today while I was cleaning, because that's what I've been doing all day. Is
Yes, she
I
does
was
clean.
yeah, not only I don't have a cleaner, a housekeeper. It's all me. And Tweet when he's here, but he's not here, so he knows I was anyway. It doesn't matter what I
We're
was
gonna
doing all
compare
day.
tortillas recipes later.
Eee.
Actually, he has a different recipe than I found, so I still like my recipe better. But he's the one making the tortilla, so who am I to complain? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was thinking today that it felt good to be able to reach out to Jenny B, and she's like, "Girl, thank you so much," and Monica Saldivar, because it's like there's no like, oh my God, why did they win? You know what I mean? There was none of that. It felt
Animosity.
no animosity. Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. There's no animosity. It's like, girl, and I told Monica, it's very deserving. You deserve it. She has a great vocal, and she's been in the business for a while. She has a great reputation. Has been a very classy person, and
Mhm.
so I love that we have that communication, that channel of communication, where and I don't think it's like that with a lot of, maybe it is now, it's getting that way, but I feel good. It felt good to be able to congratulate them, and that there's no hate, there's no like, oh man, why didn't I win? I was just so honored to be on that list with Monica and Stephanie. Man, those girls can sing. So just the
Yeah.
fact that I was on
Mhm.
there, I really appreciate it. I really do. I'm
I
very honored.
I'm I made comment. I don't know if you follow me or not, but I make comments all the time about structure and why this person is a great singer, and what the differences are as far as
Mhm.
vocally, because everybody has their own special unique talents and everything else.
Yes.
But I will say this. I know for a fact that you have personally called for artists to say, "Hey, this is available. Have you helped or have you done this?"
Yeah.
I know you have done this,
Mhm.
Angelica. I know you have. You've reached out to help other people, other artists,
Yes.
and
Mhm.
not. I have not heard from other artists as much as I've heard from you. So that in itself, personally, that shows me that you have a very high regard for yourself, a lot of respect for yourself,
Thank you.
because that takes a lot of uh, inner strength.
Oh yeah.
Because some people that don't want to help, it's because they lack insecurity. I
Yes.
mean, that's they don't have any security within
Yeah.
themselves. But people that
Right.
are, because there's no competition here.
Right. Right. We're all uniquely
There's room
talented.
for everybody.
Yeah,
There's room
there's
for
Everybody
everybody.
is,
yeah there
we
eh,
each have different strengths,
yeah,
and
that's exactly what I point out is
yeah.
everybody has their own. You can't. I mean, who was it that was giving me grief because I was like, you have to admit, Angelica has got the best legs in the business, because I love the way you wear your dresses. You,
Literally.
yes, you do.
Literally.
You
Oh.
got you got the best legs in the business. And I can't remember, somebody sit there. He goes, "Why are you looking at her legs?" And I was like, I don't know. It's just a common thing, you know. It's just you
Yeah.
look at the overall picture, but
Uh-huh.
it's a great. It's an image. You know what I'm saying?
It's all part
it.
of it.
I
Yeah,
really
It's all
want to
part
be
of
known for
everything.
my great vocals and
I
legs,
have
but you
always
know what I'm
I've
saying.
always complimented your
But I'll
vocals.
take it. I wouldn't. No. I'm wearing shorts right now because I was cleaning. I told you.
Don't
Maybe
get
I should.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Right,
I
babe?
even told
Babe,
you,
maybe I
look,
need to
it's
put the camera down. No.
no, 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 don't do
No, but
that.
you know what, Lawrence? It's like you have to like in one perspective, like because Angelica does reach out to a lot of people, especially like for Grammy stuff and stuff like
Yeah. Oh, he
He
froze.
froze.
to get people more involved because that's how we grow the industry. You have to get everybody has to be a part of it somehow. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's
But you know what? I would hope that when it's someone else's turn and they have an opportunity to say, you know what, Angelica would be good on this stage. Um, I don't, I really don't get a lot of opportunities like that. And I think, well, I mean, I think I can sing. I think, I feel
I
like our
know you can
music
sing.
is good, but nobody really calls me. They won't call me to share the stage with other female artists, and I would love to. So I don't know if maybe they think, well, she needs to reach out because she hasn't paid her dues, or she, I'm not going to call her till she calls me. Sometimes you get some of that, and I don't know because they're not going to say it to my face, but I would love to be able to have that opportunity as well. But like Tweet said, especially with the Grammys, I've learned a lot at some of the meetings and some of the opportunities that are there for a lot of artists, even if they're not Grammy members. I never heard back, but I reached out to Ram's wife because there's a Grammy Cares program where people who have medical issues, they can help support, you
Yeah.
know, cover
hmm
some of the medical stuff, even though they're not Grammy members. I reached out to another musician who was having health problems, and I said, "Hey, here's the application. Let me email you. Let me get you connect. I can't apply for you, but let me at least connect you with that because you
hmm
don't have to be a member." And the Grammy Cares, it's called, the program will, as long as you qualify, which I can't imagine a full time musician, they would qualify because this is what they do for a living. They
Yeah.
will help.
hmm
So I don't do a lot of it in public because I don't believe in
Nor
uh
nor should you have to.
I
You
don't believe in doing that.
yeah.
I do it in the background. Um
The,
although I'm talking about it now. I'm not talking about it now.
but no,
Um
no. But like I was saying earlier, I know for a fact you've done a lot of things to help other artists out
yes.
that you haven't been public about.
Yes.
And I didn't want to mention it because I didn't know if you were comfortable mentioning it or not. That's up to you. But I do know that for a fact that you have done several things, and to me that is a great thing that you do, and I hold you in high regard because of it.
Thank you. Thank
But
you.
uh uh uh
I have
and
diamonds
just
in here.
just off of that, just off of the Grammy thing, one of the things that we have to understand, and I've said this plenty of times, the reason you want as many Tejanos in the Grammy industry in itself so that we could vote ourselves in, so that
Yes.
we could expand that Tejano category. The reason
Yes.
other people are winning the Tejano category that aren't Tejanos is because they're getting
Mhm.
voted by other people who aren't Tejanos.
Yes.
That is why
Yes.
we have to be part of it and
That's
vote.
right.
That
That's
is
right.
why I vote when
Yes.
I'm supposed to vote,
Yes.
because that's what it's for.
That's
That's
right.
how we support each other. We have
That
to do
is
these things.
right.
This is
Well,
just
it's like when you hear, well, such and such is not Tejano. Why are they in the category? Well, are you part of it? Like to help out to vote to get people in? Like that. It takes
what's
everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes
what's the
everybody
point.
to get
Yeah,
in
we
there.
have to do it. We have to
Yeah.
You
do it.
know, everybody has to be involved if you want the genre to live. In the Grammy situation, everybody has to be involved. I mean, there's tons of us musicians that are Tejanos. Tons of us.
Hmm.
There's thousands of us.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean? And
not
we
just
could
here
all
in
make it
Texas.
grow.
Yeah,
No,
not
Yeah.
just,
we're everywhere.
Everywhere.
we're all
We're
over the
Everywhere.
place.
everywhere.
And
And
if they don't know what the process is, and I say this all the time, reach out to Tweeter. I will definitely help you
Yeah,
apply.
definitely.
We each have. I don't even think you need a recommendation to be a part of the Latin Grammys, but
No.
the American Grammys, you do need two recommendations. And
you
so
got, yeah,
Tweet
you
and
have
I
to be
have.
sponsored. Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to
you
be
have to be
sponsored.
sponsored. So, and honestly, it's better to be sponsored, but you can still be recommended by a non-member. So there's so much that we can talk about. Um,
Hmm.
and and I again, I don't know. I mean, and I'm not going to say that, but that part, but but we're happy to talk to people about it. So
Well,
For
here
sure.
let me catch up on these uh, these comments. They just got away from me.
okay.
We got into this really great.
Sure.
What's up, Lawrence? It was a great to see you at the TMAs. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you. Let's see here. Norma says hi, hello, Angela, and
Hi.
hello everyone from Conroe, Texas. Uh, let's see
Oh,
here. David Vela says,
oh,
Indio, can you play some of the music? One of their songs. I'm a
go
big
on.
supporter of music art with artists. Yes, I will play some. I should quit saying they have great music and not show you that they do have great music because I do have great music. Is that your dog?
Yes, it's Tweet's
That's my
dog,
dog.
my dog.
George Venta
He,
says, Saludos, everyone. Cali is in the house. Support your
Callie's in the
freestyle cartel in the
house.
building. George, tell us who's
my,
going to be on your show, when we can watch your show, so that way we can support you as well. Janie Canales is in the house. Norma says, hello, beautiful mama. Janie, okay.
hi.
George, let's see here. Amazing artists. Let's see here. I'm trying to keep up. There's a lot of them on here. Roxanne Ruiz, hello from H Town. How are you doing?
Houston,
Uh,
Texas.
yeah, Houston, Texas. I was there for the, and Katie, it was horrible. I hate the traffic there.
Oh
Oh,
man,
Tweet, you
yeah.
remember? You remember El Social? Oh my God,
Oh
that
yeah,
drove me nuts. And then what's his
yeah.
name ripped his snare, and then we had to go get the thing over at the Guitar Center.
Yep,
And I'm
yep,
like,
yep.
yeah, I'll go take it. Sure, it's no big
Yeah, it's
deal.
it's not that far. Yeah, that traffic is bad. I've been
It was
fighting it on. Yeah, it's crazy over here, man. I had to get a tollway tag and all kinds of stuff. 'Cause I was like, man, this is just
yeah.
too much. There's too much going on over here.
It's
So
horrible. Yes, Lawrence, I agree with you. And they need to involve the young generation. If you don't know how to keep going, to keep the Hanami going. Yes, Alfredo is exactly what I'm talking about. Is about that. We can't have events and then not allow the younger artists to be there because that hurts them. Um, and Norma says, "We know you can sing beautiful vocals and your personality." So,
thank
and
you.
and Alfredo is like, "Is that a bulldog? Is it a
a
Frenchie?
Frenchie. Yeah,
The
he's a
French.
It's
Frenchie.
a Frenchie."
We
Vicky
have
V
a
says, "Hello, everyone. How are you doing?"
Hello,
hi.
Vicky V.
Okay,
Hello,
so I'm
hello.
gonna play Que Haces because that's your recent single, but I want to play Yo Te Quiero because that's my favorite song
Which
of
one?
yours right now.
No
Te
quiero
Quiero
que me.
Baby, Te Quiero Baby is
Oh,
the
yo te
one.
quiero, baby.
I love
Yeah.
that song. Oh my gosh, that's right now. That's I'm like I put it on my car, and I have it on
Ah,
I still have it on my hot hit list. So
thank you.
it's
Nice.
Thank
still
you.
it's
Thank
still playing on a hot hit list, and it's like, when did that come out? And I was like, it doesn't matter. It's on a hot hit list, and
you.
that's what it's gonna
It's
say.
out.
So it's
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
That's it. Go out and buy it. By the way,
Yeah.
if you're listening to us on the radio app, or if you're listening to us on the website, if you hear the song, or you hear the song, once you hear the song, you're going to see a little add to cart button. Click on that add to cart button. It's going to take you to Apple Music. You can buy the song or buy all of their songs.
Yeah.
And you can
We
have it on your
support.
phone. Why? Because it's okay if you stream it on any streaming platform, but then you're going like this and trying to find it. But if it's yours, it's on
Yeah.
your phone. Then you don't have to go, hey man, have you heard that new Moneda song? Check it out. Oh, it's buffering. But this
It's
way you get
buffering.
time. It's just like that. See, simple. All right, here we go.
True.
Get that honesty. So it's I don't have the whole okay. Que hace que
¿Qué
haré
haré
¿Qué
con
con
haré?
este
este
amor?
amor?
Blah blah
¿Qué con
blah.
este?
Que haré con este amor.
And
Man,
we
I'm a
do have a
terrible
video
host.
out with that one as well.
Really? Because I wonder if I have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh oh.
well,
Here
I
we
need
go.
to hear it. Oh, he does.
Love your music, says
Dices que alejarnos es mejor, que no queda más opción, no se obliga el corazón. Que no me lo tome personal, que no me quieres lastimar, que eres tú y no soy yo. ¿Cómo quieres que me sienta? Obvio que me siento mal. Después de tanto tiempo, ¿cómo pides terminar? ¿Qué haré con este amor si no estás conmigo? ¿Qué le digo al corazón? ¿De qué forma le explico que te tengo que olvidar en contra de mi voluntad y seguir mi camino? ¿Qué haré con este amor? Con los sueños y planes para ti se terminó. Es tan fácil marcharte. Decidiste por los dos romper con nuestra relación sin antes preguntarme. ¿Qué haré con este amor? Que no me lo tome personal, que no me quieres lastimar, que eres tú y no soy yo. ¿Cómo quieres que me sienta? Obvio que me siento mal. Después de tanto tiempo, ¿cómo pides terminar? ¿Qué haré con este amor si no estás conmigo? ¿Qué le digo al corazón? ¿De qué forma le explico que te tengo que olvidar en contra de mi voluntad y seguir mi camino? ¿Qué haré con este amor? Con los sueños y planes para ti se terminó. Es tan fácil marcharte. Decidiste por los dos romper con nuestra relación sin antes preguntarme. ¿Qué haré con este amor?
Yeah. See what I tell you, man. Tweet, you have the best legs in the business, bro.
He does.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun little video, and it's always just tweet nine, right, babe?
Yeah, it's
That's
always y'all
it.
guys.
Yeah.
And I was just remarking earlier before you came on how your sister is just wonderful as a singer as well, because it takes
Oh yeah,
it takes an exceptional talent to be a backup singer. Not just anybody
no,
can do it.
it
Keeping
really,
harmonies is an
Yeah.
extremely difficult
It really
job. It
is.
really is
yes,
Yeah.
difficult. Yeah.
yeah,
And
and
for
she,
anyone who tries to desecrate that is incorrect, because you
Oh
cannot.
yeah.
You
No.
cannot just sing it. Lead singers cannot be backup singers sometimes. It just
yeah,
doesn't work.
yeah, that's true because it
Exactly.
took. I used to do it. I used to sing in church, and it was. I had a hard time remembering. The goal is to blend, not to
Right.
stand out.
Yeah.
So yeah. But my sister has worked for years and years with my other two sisters. The three of them have sung together for many many years, and so they blend really well together. I'm the outsider on that group. Uh, but yeah,
Rebel.
yeah, my sisters are amazing singers and harmonizers, and they hear harmony that I don't hear, and but yeah, so it's always a fun time when they come over. I'm hoping we'll do some karaoke on Thanksgiving. We'll see.
I love your karaoke's, by the way. Your karaoke lives, I love them. I
Thank
do get
you.
every now and then I get to jump in there and I'll say hello, but
Yes.
nobody responds. I'm just saying.
Because we can't
You're
sing.
like,
Yeah, we need to have two. We're getting better in our studio about that. So, but
There
anyway,
you go.
thank you for playing that one. That's our latest release, Quiere con este
Yes,
amor. We
it's a
really
great
got,
song.
yeah,
It's doing really good. I don't have like a top 10. You guys know I don't. It's hard to keep
yes,
that
no,
honest, but I do see when people click out to Apple Music,
yes,
and I don't know if they buy it or not because I don't make any money from that, but I do see it, and so I can tell you who's clicking out more
yes,
than
yes,
others, and that's always a good thing. So
yes,
yeah, for
yes.
sure.
Thank
yeah,
you.
But Julio Castro, saludos desde
Hi,
Monterrey. How are you doing, man?
Monterrey.
Monterrey. We
Monterrey in
love
the house.
we love
Yeah.
a lot of our friends are from Monterrey. A lot of the songwriters that we've worked with are from Monterrey. So definitely we would love to make a trip out there
Yeah,
someday.
and like Tweet was saying, the lyrics are always on point, and he's real big on the lyrics, and that
Yes.
you got some great, wonderful, just stories to go behind the songs and stuff
Yes.
like
Hmm.
that.
Yes,
Uh,
definitely.
it was nice seeing you at the awards, Janie. Oh, hey, Janie, thank you so very much at the TTMA.
Hi,
Yes, I was
Jeannie.
there. Thank you very much for giving me a chair because I didn't have a seat to sit down in, even though I had a
Uh-oh.
ticket, but they didn't give me a chair. But
Uh-oh.
Janie did. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Let's see here. Watching the Niners and you're live at the same time. Thank you very much. The lone Mexican. How can you watch the Niners, bro? You live in Texas. That's not.
I
They're
was trying
all
to
great
watch that
cities.
game earlier. I was trying to watch that game earlier, and I was like, "This is not it for me right now." So I had to
No.
change it.
Tweet was about to have a
I was having
fall
a heart attack yesterday.
yesterday.
Because of the
Yesterday.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
Yes.
I was watching the game. I
dude.
was like, "What is going on?" First half, and I was
Okay.
like, "This is
I,
wild."
I I don't know if you know this about me, but I had a liver transplant about 5 years ago. And I was in the hospital during COVID. Okay, this is
Oh
Oh
during
wow.
man,
COVID, so it's horrible.
yeah.
And I'm on life support. I have all this machinery
Wow.
stuck on me and stuff. And I'm watching the game. I'm still watching the game, right? And then it's during their losing season, and they're
Oh yeah,
freaking throwing interception. I'm like, oh, I can't scream, right? I can't do anything.
You're
But she,
yeah.
intubated?
no, no, no. I just had all the.
Oh,
I was ported, so I had a port
wow.
right here, and I had two
Crazy.
IVs and all this. I was like,
Wow.
I couldn't
Yeah.
move very much, and I was like, and then the nurse came in and she turned off my TV
Oh
because my
no.
my
Oh,
blood pressure
You're
was
like,
too
girl.
high.
like
She's
boy, yeah.
like,
You can't be watching this right
you're
now.
gonna die.
Yeah.
But what was hilarious was because I was
That's
just sitting there,
crazy.
I was frustrated. I was like, oh man. And then I was like, okay, I can hear the other people, right? And then
Uh-huh.
you could hear all the alarms, beep, 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 all that. And then she was just turning everybody's
Yes.
off. I was like,
She's
That's
oh,
like, you
that
know what?
sucks.
No Cowboys for any of you guys.
I know
yeah.
that's
Disconnect all TVs.
It really
Jennifer
was.
Lynn.
It really was a. It was really great game though. I really enjoyed watching the game yesterday. It was
Yes.
cool.
Yeah,
So
And I'm
that's
his
we don't get to see that
what
very
were we
often.
doing? Oh, I was like, what was I doing? We were getting ready because we went to go see Cristian Nodal last night.
oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, after something would happen, he'd run into the bathroom, like, oh my God, they did this. And I'm like, okay, trying to, and then he'd come back.
It's like, she
So
don't
yeah.
care, bro.
I know, right? No,
It's
not at
Christian
all.
Nodal, bro. She
Not
don't
at all.
care.
I
Yeah.
do, I do pretend it's not that I pretend, I don't pretend, I do engage because
No, no,
I'm
no.
his best friend.
You
So I want him.
patronize is what you do.
No,
Sure, mijo,
I want to
sure.
understand. I want to understand. I heard someone say, "Go Parsons." I was like,
See, okay,
"Oh,
it's
you
okay,
know."
it's okay.
You
You're
know.
so wonderful.
So I
George,
try. I
George
try.
says, George says, don't hate on my San Francisco 49. I don't hate on the set. I hate the team. But there's a lot of 49ers that I like. Joe Montana, Jerry Rice,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the old
yeah,
school
yeah.
guys.
The old school guys, Clark, they were great
Uh huh.
players. They were
Great
wonderful
players.
players. Real quickly about the music, y'all guys are just, like I said before, you're moving the music forward. You're doing a lot of things that aren't conventional, but that's what separates you guys from other people. And what makes your music exceptional is the fact that you are coming up with it. And I love the fact that, and I said this earlier to Tweet, Angelica, that your keys are different. You're singing in keys that most women don't sing. You're not singing in the standard A and up here in this little frilly things. You have power vocals that you can move all over the place. It's funny because you remind me of like dare I say like Aretha Franklin because
What you want? No, I'm just kidding.
yeah,
I need to stop.
well,
Is that it?
Aretha
Baby,
Franklin, she
I
could
got.
she
No,
could do three she could
no.
do three octaves.
I do. Thank you, Jesus. By the grace of God, I do have a really wide range.
Well,
Um,
I've caught like listening to you, and I can pretty much hear a lot of notes. I mean, I can pick out music fairly well, And I've heard you sing from anywhere from an A all the way down to a G, and
Yeah.
just everywhere in
Mm-hmm.
between, which is
Mm-hmm.
a talent that not a lot of singers have.
Oh,
Which is
well.
kudos to you,
Well,
because that takes
I
training and a lot of talent.
yeah.
So
Well, I thank you. Well, thank you so much for saying that. I
Yeah, and I
really
have to buy like 5 more accordions so I can
Right,
play
well,
all the
yeah,
keys and keep
yeah,
singing
that's
them.
yeah.
that's another thing too. You definitely, you know how you know you have a great singer. Look at the accordionist, because if he's got like 7 accordions, he's like he's showing off. No, it's because he's got to keep up with her.
Yeah,
That's why.
exactly.
Because the song, it's an E.
No.
God dang it, I don't
Yeah.
have an E
Uh
accordion.
huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. No, for real. And like some of the newer songs that we're doing are in a really high range. I was listening to one and I was like, can I hit that, in my natural voice? But I love, and then somebody told me I shared a couple songs that Tweet and I are interested in doing, aside from the ones that Mikey's already working on for our next EP. And he's like, that doesn't sound like your style of music. And I said, it doesn't. And someone very, very important in the Tejano industry. He called today. What's up? If I say so there, then you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
And he goes, there's not a lot of keys in that. And I said, well, that's a good thing actually, because keyboards is the hardest position to fill in our band. And so he's like, it just doesn't sound like something you would record. I said, really? I said, I love it. I love the tempo. I love the progression. And I said, well, he kind of was quiet. And I said, well, why do you say it wouldn't be something I would do? I want to do everything. I want to do all types. There's so many different types of or genres of Tejano, not genres, baby. What am I trying to say? Of music within the Tejano genre. There's or conjunto. There's what else, babe? He knows better than I do the words, but I want to do all versions of it. I don't want to be put in this box. Let
Mhm.
me out of this box. I don't want to be in this box. And
Yeah.
I think,
Exactly. Yeah.
and I think that's why our music is a little bit different. I feel like it's, and somebody, Tejano Nation wrote that it was, babe, what words did they use? They described it, our music, that it was just different. It was modern. It had a modern edge to it. And
I believe the word was modernistic is what it was.
yeah, it had a lot. I have to go back and listen and read the article, or I took a little clip of it off for our Grammy for your consideration flyer. But anyway, regardless, and I think it's because we have Mikey on the project, Eddie on the project, and they hear little things. They're pulling. I guarantee you, they're pulling sounds and ideas from the pop side or the cover side. I don't know, maybe not. Tweet's
Hmm.
like, don't be telling nobody, but who knows? I mean, but they're and Tweet and I have some influence in that as well. We're in the recording studio. We're coming up with ideas. Tweet's coming up with leads and stuff like that. So I think just combined with the team that you're working with, it really makes a difference. But also, every EP might be different, right, babe?
But
I don't know.
Yes.
It,
that's
it
but
may be,
but
and
that's the
we're okay with
beauty.
that.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's the beauty of your music is the fact that y'all are so progressive and willing to take that chance, but not just have blatant disregard for the rules of music, but actually push it forward in a very progressive in a real natural way. It fits. Sometimes people try to push the music in
Push
a
it.
way, and
Hmm.
it doesn't. I can understand the method or what they're trying to do, but it doesn't work. It doesn't fit right.
Yeah.
But the chances that y'all take, it works. It fits. It's clean. It's not forced. It's not like something you have to listen to. No, it
Right.
works.
And I
I,
think I think it's because we're making music for ourselves,
yeah.
and I mean that's a slippery slope because the fans, we want the fans to love it as well. We want our traditional Tejano fans to love it as well as the younger generation to love it. And so I think if we keep staying and we might be swerving within that wide range of years of style in terms of styles, Um, but we're going to try everything. We're going to try everything because we
Hmm.
ultimately, when we release the EP, we want to be proud of what we of the level of work that we've put out vocally, musically, mixing wise. This, the quality has to be there, and every time that we do this, I mean, from the first album. It's all quality, but they are different styles. The girls' night was very Tejano, very
Mhm.
sounded a lot like Texas Latino. You know what I mean? And I loved it. I love it. I love it still. It's people
And that was a
remember
very high range for you too.
it was, and people, a lot of people love that music. Karma had a more norteño light feel to it. Of course, the
And
mariachi song
yeah, and
was
it also, by the way, I'm sorry I
in
keep interrupting
Karma.
you. I
No, it's fine.
apologize, but it
No,
also showed a very sultry side of your voice. It was a lower key, and
yes,
it we were talking about Carva earlier.
Yeah.
It was a very different song, but it was very good. I loved it because it was just the arrangement was really good. I
yes,
really appreciated the
follow,
musicianship that went into that song and
Hmm.
the
yes,
way you sang it.
yes,
Uh, I, I I I didn't translate it till later on. I just
yeah,
wanted to appreciate it for the music that it was.
yeah,
Nice.
I
Thank
didn't
you.
really pick up the
Yeah.
words yet until all I was just listening to was just the music and the vocal performance because I really didn't pick up on what it was.
yeah.
Uh, Real quickly, Norma says I'm right about the music. Thank you, Norma. I don't know what that accounts for.
You are,
According to
girl. Whatever it was, you are. You're right,
no,
girl.
whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It's like according to Juan Villarreal, you can play all the keys on a fa accordion.
Oh yeah. No,
Really?
definitely. I mean, I'm sure there's guys out there that can. You know what I mean? But my name's not Juan. My last
Mm,
name's not Villarreal. No,
I
but
don't
I
know
get
about
you. I've
that.
heard that. I
Juan
hear that a lot,
Villarreal,
and I think it's funny.
call me Juan.
I don't know about that. Tejano Fusion.
The Hano Fusion. That's what it was.
The
There
Hano
you go,
Fusion.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I
George.
like
Thank you.
that.
You
Yeah.
know, I do write for Tejano Nation, by the way.
Oh, maybe it was you. Maybe it was you who wrote it.
I do a lot of ghostwriting for it. I
Okay.
don't need my name on there. I just need
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I need the whatchamacallit across. I need the stories
Thank
there,
you. Thank you,
because
Myra. Shout out to Myra
Ooh, shout out to
Myra.
Myra D.
Myra D. That girl has been on
Congratulations,
the
Mama.
Oh
yes,
yeah, she won. She
congratulations.
won.
Yeah,
Yes.
congratulations on your award.
And also Myra D has been riding the Ellie the train. Whoop whoop. How
Yes,
Yeah,
about that
yes.
yeah,
train?
yeah.
So we're gonna, if
Yeah,
you
she
guys
hasn't called me
haven't,
back. No, just
I know, right? If
kidding.
you guys haven't bought your tickets for the final show at the Majestic with Elida
Yes.
Yavante, it's going to be December the 12th at the Majestic Theater. So I'm throwing that out there because Elida is such an icon in Tejano music. She's but not only that,
Hmm.
she's a beautiful person inside and out. And
Yep.
And
shout out to the
Yeah.
whole El Avante team. And
Yeah, those are all my
we're
buddies, all my friends. Go out and support them on their last show. I mean, it's gonna be amazing. They got wonderful guests that are gonna be there. So
yes,
I'm very proud of Elida Lalo and all the guys. Their career has been amazing, and huge shout out to them, man, because they're going out with a bang, and they really did a lot of great music, and I
they
mean,
really
and
did.
they're still gonna record. But
Yes.
I mean, I think it's just great what they've done for the industry, and so I would like for everybody if you can make it, go out there and check out the last show there, and I think it's gonna be amazing for sure.
Yes.
she's been so humble this whole entire time.
Oh man,
I
yeah.
She's not
was
a very
just gonna say,
yeah.
if we could all take a page from the book of Elida Reina in
Yeah.
terms of humility, in terms of you don't hear anything come out of their camp that's negative.
She doesn't do anything.
They're very
She gets off of
tight-lipped.
stuff and just stays.
And
She's a
she
homebody.
is all pro. She is all pro, and
Hmm.
so are the guys behind her. So I think as an industry as a whole could take a page out of the book of Eli de Yavante. I mean, not only
Mm.
does do her fans love her, she's very relatable. She pulls a crowd. You know what I mean? The music is solid. It's all live. It's all they're on point. The production is on point, and she's
The whole
really
show, yeah, everything's
the
great.
whole show. That she's going to really leave. She's left a huge footprint in Tejano music, but she's also going to leave a big void. So I'm so happy that they're going to continue to record. But props to the whole team. Ellie de Avante.
She's I think the thing that really is wonderful about her is the fact that she has maintained this consistency throughout her entire career,
Yep. Yes.
and
Mm.
that's wonderful for her. Now, getting back to you guys doing the music that you do, I do want to say a word of encouragement. Fans will always follow you. Fans will always follow you because of the music that you've already created. I'll give you a perfect example. When Linda Ronstadt decided to leave rock and roll and do her first album, Canciones de Mi Padre, people said, "Well, you're going to lose all of your fans because you were doing rock and roll and now you're going to do Spanish." And she said, "My true fans will follow me."
Yeah.
And her first album sold 100 million copies.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
So they will follow you because you got great music. I'll buy it. I buy all of your music.
Thank you,
So,
brother.
Thank you.
however,
I,
you guys didn't have caps the last time I saw you, and I don't have a cap from y'all guys. So need some
all right,
caps,
yeah,
bro.
definitely got to get some caps for sure.
I'm a cap person, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I buy the t-shirts to give them away for the
What
12 days of
style? What
Christmas.
style cap do you like, Lawrence?
I don't. I
All
will
cap.
buy it. I will buy
Okay.
it. You can't send it to me. I'll pay
Okay.
for it because
Uh,
I say support the Hano artist, and I'm gonna do what I say. Support the
yes.
Hano
Well,
artist. So
thank you.
I'll pay for
I
it.
I wanted to touch base on when we were talking about like how we've done a lot of different styles and
Hmm.
we've worked on different stuff, and the reason why we can do that is because of Angelica's voice, because
Oh
she
yeah.
can do it. If she can't, I mean, there's some people that can do conjunto and that's all they can do. They
Hmm.
can't touch they can't do like the Spanish rock or mariachi. And it's hard for them to jump into something like that. But with her, it's easy. It's not that it's easy, but it's well, I mean, yeah, it's easy. I would say because she can adapt to what we're doing very well, and the main part about it is to make sure that she loves the song. Because if she loves the song, then she's gonna really,
The
she's
emotion's
gonna
gonna
sing
be
her
there.
ass
And
off
I
on
sing the
it.
ish out of it. Yeah, but yeah, because I really, I mean, I think the first album I loved. I love. You can tell which ones I loved, and then there's some that they kind of say, no, this is a good one to do, and I'm like, yeah, okay. And same thing with the second EP. There were some songs that I was like, meh. But if I love it, man, you Karma, I loved. Like there's just certain.
You
There's
can
just
hear
certain.
I
No
can hear the
quiero.
growl when you were singing some of those
Yeah.
notes.
No quiero
And
que me toquen otros brazos. Love that one. Just quiere que nos amor. Loved it. The rock. I love that one. So yeah. And I what tweet and thank you, baby, for giving me props. Um, but tweets like on this next album, I want you to sing your ass off. You know what I mean, or whatever. What he said, and
I'm
I'm
gonna cut her
like,
loose on the
yay,
next one. We're just
yay,
gonna cut her
yeah.
loose on this next one and
yeah. Because I
see what
mean,
happens.
Well,
again, this will be my fourth, but technically the two EPs are like one album. So I love if I had my own studio, I'd be like, take three, take 10, you know what I mean? Because I just love being in the studio. I love it. It's new to me, it's still new
and
to
not
me.
everybody can sing in the studio, by the way. Not everybody.
Yeah.
Some people, they just
Hmm.
can't stand to hear their own. Just like you were saying earlier, not everybody can be a studio musician. Some people, they can
Yeah.
only
Right.
be stage musicians. Not
Yeah.
everybody can do it. But that was what I meant by how you can sing in different octaves, and your singing ability allows you to sing so many different genres of music because you can hit those keys, hit those notes appropriately.
Mhm.
Not
Hmm.
everybody can, and not
Yeah.
everybody has the ability to carry the note. You
Yeah,
know,
I do, and that's the thing, and I don't want to say this to be ugly at all, but I do, not even in just not in this genre, but sometimes I do hear, I think even I could take, uh, would benefit from vocal lessons. And I think I think as an industry, I think that would really help level up some vocals that heard here and there, and somebody's going to say, "Oh my God, I can't believe she said that." But I say it not to be ugly. I say it as
Constructive criticism.
constructively
Yeah.
to say it wouldn't hurt for all of us to take some vocal lessons, like from Steph. No, I'm kidding. Take some
No, some
vocal
people can't
lessons.
reach that. she's
Yeah, no,
she's up there in
yeah,
the she's up there in the
she's up there in the
dolphin
clouds,
area. she's
but
like,
yeah,
yeah.
but
Well, you
no,
just
but
got you just have to look at it as anything else. Like if you want to learn, you want to get better, you have to work on your craft.
yeah,
You know what I
That's
mean? It's just like anything else. That's
that's
all it is. I mean, if you want to be a better singer, maybe you should do some different exercises, breathing exercise. Maybe yeah, go with the vocal coach. Help me out. How do I get to because
yeah,
a lot of times it helps you to get a higher range, more range. I mean, just the
yes,
technique of singing. It's an instrument in itself, so it's you're
is,
learning.
yeah.
yeah,
So
I've said that plenty of times. Is if you're a singer, that's your instrument. Practice
yes,
your
yes,
instrument.
that's right.
Practice your. You
Yeah,
have to
because
practice your
I do,
instrument.
yeah,
I,
I do hear some people going off key
yeah.
a lot, a lot,
If
and I'm like, oh,
there was a
but
recent debate on one of these Tejano groups, and the question was, is singing a talent or can you work at it? And it was sent to me, and I answered it. But you have to understand, I'm very analytical. I have 4 college degrees. I think of it in a different
Woo!
perspective. But I said it's statistically proven. It's scientifically proven that singing is a skill, and you can learn to be a better singer, and you
You
can
can,
learn to be a phenomenal singer if you have the drive and you
right,
have the knowledge. You have to have those 2 things.
right,
S- Talent only gets you so far. If
right,
you have no work ethic, if you have no drive, talent doesn't do crap for you. A
right. You're
person
mm-hmm.
with
right.
a person with half the talent and
Yes,
all the drive and all
yes,
the will is
yes.
going to outperform a person with all the talent in the
Only
world.
talent. I would agree with you on that 100%. And sometimes nowadays you don't have to be the greatest singer, and like you said, you outwork the best singer, then yeah, you're there, you're going to be there.
Yeah.
So and I feel the same way about musicians. Sometimes I don't necessarily need the best musician, but I sure do need a team player. I'd rather have a great bandmate than the best musician who has an attitude and thinks they're a diva, because I don't, I'm not. I try not to be a diva. I mean, I really try not to. I'm loading and unloading with tweets sometimes, and that's just how it is,
You're
but
not loading, girlfriend. Come on.
I am. He's like, ready? We're putting our speakers up. We have
she's
our
like
own. We
she's
have
like I
our own.
have the speaker wire right here.
Uh, no, she
Babe,
gets down, Lauren. She gets
I'm
down
just
with me.
kidding.
Like I'm like, man, like
I'm just kidding. Honestly, I have no idea. I can't say
he's
anything.
like,
So
honestly, I don't know.
I have
No,
no
I
idea. So
do.
don't take me by that.
We do what needs to be done. Tweet and
Yes,
I definitely do as
a
band
good
managers. You have to, if
a
we're
good
running
band
our own
does that.
production. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we're running our own production. We love to be able to pay for production, but we do have our own. And when we do, we do it. We just do what we got to
hmm
do. So, um, I almost had security called on me the last time we did our own production.
Ooh.
Right, babe? Oh, we're not gonna talk about that.
We don't want
He's
to talk
shaking
about
his head. I'm just
that.
kind of
that's
kidding.
funny.
But
Yeah.
anyway, back to the music.
Real quick, David Villa says, great interview. Indio, thanks, Tweet and Angelica from Raider Nation, by the way.
Uh-oh, Raider
Ooh,
Nation.
Raider
Raider
Nation.
Nation.
I'll tell you a secret. My daughter
Nice.
was the Palm Squad cheerleader for Texas Tech University. So
Yeah, but
we
he's
went.
talking about the well, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, he's talking about Edgewood.
Huh?
He's talking about Edgewood.
No, he's talking
Darn
about the
son.
Las Vegas Raiders, the NFL
Oh,
team.
The
sorry.
NFL
I'm
team.
sorry.
By the way,
I'm thinking Texas Tech,
Red
uh,
Raiders.
Red Raiders, and then I was thinking about Edgewood Raiders.
no, actually, David, he actually played for the Oakland Raiders.
Oh
It,
wow.
when we were at the we sat together at my table at the Pura Vida Awards, and he brought his Super Bowl ring.
Oh, his
Championship
Super.
ring.
Yeah, champion
Dang,
chaperone.
nice,
It was about this
nice.
big. It was about
Yeah,
this
about the
big. I
size of
was
your
like,
watch.
oh my god, dude, because he's
Wow,
like
that's awesome.
huge, man. He's a huge
Yeah.
dude. So,
That's
Jennifer
awesome.
Lynn, by the way, she says very true about the singing. You have to work on your talent. You have
Yeah,
to
you
work
do.
on it.
It's
God
important.
gave you the talent. Work on it. Make it better. Share it with everybody.
Yes.
Hmm.
And guys, you guys are just the best. And I do want to say this real quick before I lose the thought. Thank you for everything that you do because you guys have given so much, and I really do appreciate all the hard work and effort that y'all have done. And it shows in your craft, it shows in your music, it shows in the professionalism that you have. And man, I can't wait to see what else is coming up next because I've loved everything that you guys have put out. Everything has been
Aw,
I love the way you're pushing it because it's progressive and it's forward thinking, and I love it. And I'm so glad that you're here. I'm sorry that I was kind of like, hey, by the way, we have the show.
No, it's all good. It's
I
all good,
apologize.
man.
I
No.
apologize. And that's one of the hard things. And I forget who said it, but I mean, as a female artist, I'm a mom, I'm a girlfriend, I'm a housekeeper, It's like when the lady next door, she used to tell me when I first moved in, ¿Eres la dueña o la que limpia? And I was like, soy las dos, you know what I mean? Because she's asking, are you the owner or are you the cleaning lady? Well, I'm both because I was shoveling dirt and shoveling gravel and cleaning. I was all stuff. So today was the day that my dryer went out. So I was at the laundromat and I was shopping and cleaning, getting ready to have the family over. And it's going to be a tough one for us, of course, because we've lost a couple people this year and it's been really tough for us. And I've been, but we're going to get through it together as a family and join together and gather together and just keep supporting each other. So,
Hmm.
just remember, people say that time heals all wounds. Time doesn't do anything.
yeah.
No,
Mm. It's always there.
love heals the wound.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
more love you share, the more it's going to heal.
Yes.
Then you don't forget it. You don't get over it. You just deal with it better.
Right.
And
That's right.
that's what it's for. And that's what
Yeah.
love is for. And
Yeah.
by the way, my son in law, he cuts my grass and
Uh-huh.
he's white. So everybody thinks I'm rich. Oh, Lawrence has got a white gardener.
Hey, you got white boy cousin,
He's
dog? What's going
rich.
on?
Hey, that Tejano music business must be
That's
good.
me,
Hey,
baby.
have we talked about the Selena documentary yet?
I have not talked about this. I have not watched it.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
no, we can't talk about it then.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
can't
well,
talk about
look,
it.
That's for the
All I
here's
next
the
will
deal.
time.
say,
Here's the deal.
well, Tweet said I watched it first, and then I won't say anything about it. But Tweet's like, "Oh my God, how many more documentaries?" I said 100 more, 1,000 more. That's how many more documentaries we can have about Selena. And of course, I'm female vocalist, so of course I'm like, I love her. I love her, and I just think as many documentaries as there are of Elvis or Michael Jackson or Prince, or that's how many there need to be because Selena represents us. She represents our culture. She represents, it's someone we can identify with. And why wouldn't we want her to stay on the television, stay on the airwaves? Why not? And so I will tell you, don't come to that documentary with that attitude. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Yeah,
Well,
I would say
I
after watching it, it was done very well. It was it. It's a really good documentary. I really did enjoy it.
I
It
haven't
was
watched it
nice.
because I haven't had time.
Yeah.
But I did
Yeah.
know Selena. I did know Selena, and
Wow.
if you watched
I
my
never did.
interview with Pete Astudillo, we go back when we used to hang out and all this
Wow.
other stuff. I mean, I knew her
Awesome.
well. We weren't picking out curtains or anything or pin
Yeah,
pals,
yeah,
but I mean, I knew her well enough.
Yeah.
No, that's
And
awesome.
so, and what's an interesting thing? I just found this out not too long ago, several years ago, that that Yolanda actually wanted to be Shelley's
Oh, wow.
president,
No, I did hear that. I did
and
hear.
she picked me instead of
Mm,
Yolanda.
Oh, wow.
And I
that's
was
crazy.
Shelley's president of her fan club,
Wow.
That's how long I've known
That's
Shelly.
cool. I didn't know that.
Oh
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I've been in this business a long time, girl.
Yes,
I'm so
girl.
old. I'm so old. The last time I passed by the cemetery, two guys chased me with shovels. I was like, "You get back in here!" No, just kidding.
Damn.
Funny.
Hey Lawrence, real quick, man. Thank you for the kind words that you said about the music, about our music and stuff. We do appreciate your support, man. You've always supported us as we started.
Always.
And we do appreciate it, man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this new EP, the songs we're working on, they're gonna be great. It's gonna be another good one. So be looking forward to hearing the next stuff that's coming out. Cause like I said, man, we're just gonna keep on progressing and doing more and more and getting it done better and and just keep pushing it, man. Just keep
So
pushing
Lauren,
the limit.
So, Lawrence, I want you to listen to Que Tiene Ese Hombre and also Adios. Because Myra, we're like, what should we release next? What should she has given her opinion about what we should release, and then I another DJ was like, oh my God, I love this one. So I would love for you to listen to both of them and then give us your feedback because
Sure.
I don't know, maybe we'll release both, but we want to release a new one off the new EP before the end of the year. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know, maybe. And I've loved all of the titles of our EPs and albums: Girls Night, Garma, La Casa de Moneda. So I'm also trying to come up with something cool for the next one. We'll see.
Well, I was telling Tweet earlier that I love everything that y'all guys have put out so far. It's been wonderful.
Thank you.
But Yo Te Quiero Baby is still my
Yo
favorite
te
song.
quiero,
It is still
baby.
killer, and I love it to death. Now
Yeah.
this new song is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anything
No,
disparaging,
we love them all. So you're not
but
gonna
but
hurt
that
my
one's still on my hot hit list. So,
Okay.
and I'm not taking it
Nice.
off.
Yeah.
Both of them are still on, but
Yeah.
I was like, "You let it cook, woman. Don't release it
That's
now."
funny.
But
That's
then it's
Yeah.
still on there. So
I think it rounds out the EP really well. Like you just start from the beginning and then it
yeah,
rounds it out really well.
yeah.
I love it.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, Extrañame Ahora is another one that I really
Yeah.
did like.
Oh
Yes.
man, yeah, that
So
one's great.
yeah,
That
Yeah.
was
that
a
one.
fun song. The mix and everything on that song was just amazing. It was
Oh
just a
yeah.
very done very well song. That song
Right.
was
And
great.
and by the way, shout out to Eddie Bettis and Michael Rodriguez who produced that album at Green Studios. I
Yes.
know they've been working with a lot of people, and Baby Eddie was on drums on that. Joseph Valdez, James Garcia, on that EP. It was a great EP. Every EP that we do, I fall in love with it. With what we're doing even more and more. So
Por Tu Amor was another great song that y'all have.
yes, that's another one from the Karma album. Por tu amor, that was one of Tweet's favorites. Por
See,
Yeah,
tu
that's
I
one of my
mean,
amor.
favorites
I'm
still.
telling you, I know your songs. I know your songs. Yeah, I'm paying
Right.
attention here.
Yeah.
Well, real
Yeah, so
quickly,
listen to number
It's
two
it's
and
just like it's like those progressions, man. Like you hear them, but like I always tell like the people that like when we have people to come help us out, like say for bass or whatever, right? To come help us, I'm like, hey, learn this song, but and then they're like, wow, like I thought it was gonna be easy to play. Like I was like, it sounds like that, but if you really listen to the
yeah,
progression and everything that's happening, there's a lot going on there that you really
it's
don't, you
what I
know.
like about it is it's a common progression. Then it gets inverted, and then it goes back to the same. And you're like, what just happened here? It's
Yeah,
pretty awesome,
yeah,
And
definitely.
like I say, a lot of these, I just listen to it for the musicianship and the vocal,
yeah,
uh,
Hmm.
the
Yeah,
sound.
definitely.
yeah.
The lyrics, I only do it afterward. I'm like, wow, check this out. I'm
Yeah.
just listening, and that's what, as a avid fan of music, that's what I
Right.
listen to.
Yes.
For
That's
Yeah.
what
sure.
I'm
Well,
listening to.
we
So,
want it to make sense to your ears and be not feel good in your ears, and that's really the goal too for the fans and listeners, like you said.
well, so right now we've come to the time where y'all guys get to say your shout outs and everything else and your thank yous. Make sure you mention where you're going to be at next. And let me go ahead and get myself out of here real quick. And so that way it'll just be y'all. So, and be sure you let them know where they can find your information.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
All right.
Hi, sweetheart. Hey y'all.
you're gonna give me a shout out.
Yeah, baby. I'm gonna give a shout out to my baby. Yes. My name is Angelica. Hey guys, you know me, Angelica de Grupo Moneda. It's so good to be here again with Lawrence Indio. Thank you so much for having us. We have just released our new EP, La Casa de Moneda. You can find all of our music. I will give you a hint. You have to search Grupo Moneda to find our music, and then it'll link you to Angelica Music and the Girls Night album. So
Mhm.
search Angelica Girls Night or Grupo Moneda to find all of our music. Our latest EP, La Casa de Moneda, is on all digital platforms. Que haré con este amor is our latest uh, track that we've released to radio, and we have two more tracks to release, or three more, but we're debating which one to release. We are going to be performing New Year's Eve at the Tower of the Americas. So we are so excited to celebrate New Year's Eve there.
Mhm.
And then we have a couple private events in December, Christmas parties. So I think we're already going back to the rodeo in Austin. So we're excited to see you guys out and about. Tweet.
Definitely, yeah. Just shout out to all the fans that we have out there, the people that support Grupo Moneda, Angelica y Grupo Moneda. The people that the fans that we haven't met. Shout out to you guys. Hopefully, we'll be at a city near you guys at some point this coming up year. If y'all guys want to see the band out there in y'all's town, just talk to your local promoters, talk to your club owners there. Tell them to give us a call. And we'd love to go out there and perform for you guys live. And just thank you guys for the support. And
Yes.
hopefully, we get to see you guys soon. And shout out to all my colleagues, all of our colleagues out there
Yes.
working on the road every weekend, and and doing their thing, and all the winners this past weekend.
Yes.
Congratulations to
Congratulations,
all you guys.
all of them. Yes.
Congratulations to everybody that won at the Town Music Awards and the Guadalupe Awards as well that happened. So, you guys be safe out there, and hopefully, all my colleagues will see you guys at some point on the road. And just thank you guys for the support. We are in the studio currently, working on some new music. So hopefully, we're trying to hopefully get a new song off the new EP. Hopefully by January, and so be on the lookout for that. Please request our music at y'all's local radio stations, your DJs, wherever y'all go, and where y'all go to listen to y'all's music, the clubs, wherever y'all go, ask the DJs, hey, can play a Moneda song, and we do appreciate the support. So thank you guys.
Yes, thank you so much to everyone who won at the TMAs. Um, you guys are very deserving, and I know everybody's working so hard to continue to release albums. We need more albums released for the Grammys as well. So get in the studio, guys. We need at least 30 to 35 to 40 albums or EPs so that we can continue to participate in the Latin Grammys.
And to
Yep.
you as well, Lawrence. Thank you so much for having us
Yes.
again on the show, and let us know what you think about these other songs. And as soon as I get a new one out, I'll be sending it to you, brother, so you can spin it for us. And thank you so much, man, for all your support. It really does mean a lot to us.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's easy to support you guys. You guys are lovely people and great talent. I also forgot to mention that if you do want to get a hold of Moneda, they do have a website and check it out. Where'd it go? Oh,
He said,
It
"Where'd it
just
there it
go?"
is.
there it is.
There's the
Yes,
Moneda website.
All right.
yes, monedamusic.com. Somebody said, "Greetings, Angelica from Florida." Hello,
Florida.
hello, Florida. What's up? So yes, Lawrence is frozen. Lawrence, there he is. There he is.
There
There
he
he is.
is. I was
But
frozen.
yes, Moneda Music. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
monedamusic.com is our website where we have all of our articles. Actually need to load our new music, new videos, and new shows. I haven't put them on there. So,
Hmm.
but you can connect to all of our social media websites, sites from www.monedamusic.com.
see.
So
There you go, guys.
easy
Eh,
peasy Japanesey.
easy peasy. And you know what, guys? Much luck to you and Go to their shows. That's how you keep the Hana music going. You go to their shows, go support them, buy their merch. If you buy their merch, it's a lot easier for the artist. Yes, streaming the music is okay, but all the streaming sites, they don't pay diddly squat. They get about 3.003 cents for
Yes.
one stream. So they don't get anything. But if you buy the CD, you buy the album, you buy the cap, you buy the
See,
T-shirt.
someone's asking if we're open for December or January. Yes.
See,
The
there you
answer
go.
is yes. Yes.
And when you get there, put this down. You don't need it. Put it down.
Enjoy
They
the
got
show.
a great show. They got great music. Go over there and ask that girl over there that winked at you. Go over there and ask her to dance. Make a memory. Take your
Yes.
girl out there and say, "I love you, baby," because you're gonna say, they're singing Karma. Just tell her, "Hey, check it
Yeah.
out.
I will
Listen."
say, that's what this life is all about, right? I will say that's what this life is all about making memories and having experiences. And it's not about, things. And, and I think that's one of the things that Tweet and I have really buckled down on is to, let's enjoy our lives. Let's go, let's travel, let's do as much as we can. Let's keep creating music. Let's keep getting in the studio because we have this one life. And I know I keep saying it and I know it sounds so cheesy, but we do, we really do.
It's true.
It's
Very
not.
true.
It's not cheesy. It's very, very true.
It
We have
is.
one life. It's one life to live.
Yes.
For my people, we have 7 choices that we make. We make 7 choices to be
My phone's
kind.
gonna die. So if I go, I love you
Yeah.
guys. So go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, we have to be kind, to be honest, to be truthful, to be considerate, to be empathetic. All these choices that you make, there's others, but all these choices you can make. If you make these great choices, you're bound to be a good person today, and today will be a good day to die.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
if you don't, then you have another opportunity tomorrow to make those same good choices.
Absolutely.
Your shadow follows you. It will never surpass you. But
Yes.
that's the past. Leave it in the past.
That's right.
Tomorrow is not, we don't know what happens tomorrow. So
That's
live
right.
today the best you
That's
can
right.
today.
Yes.
And y'all
And I
guys,
think-
y'all guys are
and-
kicking some butt, and I really
Yeah, thank
appreciate
you.
the work that y'all are doing. Y'all guys
Thank
are
you,
great.
Lauren. We
Thank
do.
you, brother. Thank you,
For your
Lawrence.
support. Thank you so much, everyone.
And
Yep.
anything else that you need, you're here. I'm here for you, rather. Whatever you need, this is your house, man. Welcome
Okay.
Thank you.
anytime.
Thank you.
For
Thank
sure.
you so
Sorry,
much.
I'm sorry I kept cutting y'all guys off, and I
No,
apologize
I
for
love
that.
it.
Oh,
I think
you're
that's
good.
how we have good banter back and forth, and I love that. You're never cutting us off. It's wonderful. So thank you so much. Another great interview as always.
That was a great one.
Thank you so very much. We're going to leave you with Como Haré con Este Amor from Moneda, Angélica y Grupo Moneda. Go out and buy their album, the current one. They've got a new one that's out. Get them all. Why choose? Why bother choosing? Get them all. That
Yes.
way you have them on your phone. You can check it out.
Yes.
Hey, baby, I love you this much. Mira.
Mhm.
That
Yes.
not that song, because that one's a bad. No, I didn't. That one's from my ex-girlfriend. That one's not. No, definitely. And go and check them out. The
Yes.
Tower of Americas, right?
Yes.
Yes.
New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Yeehaw. Wow, that's going to be a party. Is it just going to be y'all?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's another thing too. You do like rock and roll and everything else.
Yeah, we do pop. Well,
Yeah.
that's actually Velvet is performing.
No, but I'm saying
with
you
Moneda.
have that ability. You.
Oh
you-
no, yeah. We put it all out there. We bring it all, and it's about entertaining and performing and playing the songs that the people want to hear, and then we also play our original music. So it's going to be a fun show. We're going to be on at the top of the Tower of the Americas watching the fireworks show. So at New Year's Eve at the stroke of midnight, think about us. We'll be up there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate y'all guys. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you, Lauren.
Happy Thanksgiving if I don't see y'all until then. And I want a cap.
Okay,
got you.
you got it.
You
Got it.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Ladies and gentlemen,
All right.
that is
Bye.
Angélica and Tweet from Grupo Moneda. We're going to leave you with Como Le Haré con Este Amor from Angélica y Moneda. Go out and buy their music. Go out and check them out. We'll see you next
Thank
time.
y'all.
All right. Bye-bye. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, bye. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, everyone.
Dices
again.